Please read the disclaimer. We just got one of the most bullish indicators for the crypto markets that we can get. Yes, I'll tell you what it is. Plus, we had a record year for crypto M&As and an interesting observation about how crypto is not cool anymore. We'll talk about that as well. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. Merry Christmas to all of you that are celebrating. I appreciate you. Maybe, you're at your in-laws and you needed a little bit of a break from them. You know what I'm talking about if you have in-laws. And so maybe you're watching me, in a side room or, where you make your business. So I really appreciate you joining me. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button and let's get into it. So interestingly, we have some nice green here for the crypto market. Yes, the crypto market is in the green from yesterday. The top five really haven't seen much of a movement here today. So you got Bitcoin, XRP. XRP is sitting at $1.87. You can see here up 0.6% on the day, but nothing too wild. The XRP is still on this big downtrend here for looking at the daily chart. But we did get an indicator that is an indicator that we've been tracking for many times in the past, and it just flashed. Maybe you already know what I'm talking about, but it is the inverse Cramer. Now, the inverse Cramer, it's not something you do with your significant other in the nighttime. The reverse Cramer. Ask her if you can do the reverse Cramer. No, but it is you could call it an index or a tactic that some people use when Jim Cramer, the personality on CNBC, says something, gives a prediction, the market does the opposite, right? And yes, Jim has had his wins, but he's also has his losses. The internet and everybody tries to, pinpoint the losses, but usually when Jim goes negative on the crypto market reverses. It means that it's probably at the bottom, same way how usually when the crypto market, when XRP, when Bitcoin is at the top, he tends to get very bullish on the crypto market. This is just how these kinds of influencers or these kinds of TV personalities, that's how they are. Right? When something's hot, they're hot on it. When something's down, they're down on it. And they just please the market and please where the quote unquote audience wants to hear. Right? That way, there's higher probability that they are right. But in not practice, in actuality, Jim is wrong many times. And he just flipped 100% bearish on Bitcoin, calling for more downside and warning investors to stay away. Funny thing, every time Cramer gets this confident on the downside, crypto Twitter starts whispering the same two words, inverse Cramer. Sentiment is already shaky, price is choppy, fear is creeping back in, and now the grin shows up right on cue. Coincidence or contrarian signal loading? Jim Cramer, this could get some investors hot and heavy for the crypto market. Although I read this yesterday and listen, I don't think that the crypto market was ever cool or sexy, right? And, I am a cool dude, right? If you ask my sons, they will tell you that I am the most cool dad in the world. Right? But I saw this here and it says, younger brother came into town for holidays. We were talking about crypto yesterday, trying to figure out why it's been so weak. Even with strong equity markets, he threw me a curveball. Crypto isn't that cool anymore. Blew my mind. The kid is 22. Prediction markets are better and stocks too because they don't get rug 24/7. I don't think that this is the case. Like this Twitter account brought a few things at why it might be in this situation. And Tyler here says, I've been posting on crypto YouTube for 5 years. I've worked with over 300 creators personally in the space and 1,000 through his company. Never seen views drop this fast within a 15-day period. Retail just gave up in record speeds. I don't think that this is, Tyler is correct on this point. I have also been doing YouTube for 5 years. And I have, yes, seen a drawdown, but it's also because I am making less content. Actually, I really appreciate that you guys have been continuing to watching the videos and coming back. And I understand, I've seen the drops on other channels. And so I really appreciate that we're still getting it. It's not what we've had in the past year, but it's okay numbers. And I understand that when the market is down and the market doesn't see lots of price action, people are uninterested. So I really appreciate you that you are watching me and taking the time to listen to my shenanigans and my opinions. Again, to remind you that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Hopefully you enjoyed the inverse Cramer joke, reverse Cramer joke. Not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. If you want to support the channel, you can also do so with our partner, signing up with my link at BTCC. You sign up, you get the 10% deposit bonus on all deposits over 500 USDT. You can go long, you can go short on the market, whatever your heart desires, but please, please, please trade responsibly. Again, I will get a commission, so thank you for that. So listen, I don't think, right, this is just my opinion, maybe I'm out of date, right, because I'm 39. Holy smokes, I'm 39. Next year's the big 4-0. We got a year to process that. What am I going to do for my midlife crisis? I don't know yet. I don't think that the crypto market was ever quote unquote cool, right? The crypto market always had the possibility of what could it bring? So if you're on TikTok and Instagram, you see the videos, some influencers there that are flashing the Lambos and the stacks and all that. And maybe that is enticing to a 15-year-old or 16-year-old that they want to have that kind of life because they think, oh, it brings things that I want, right? And we know that the younger generation have a shorter attention span. So when you couple that together and then the market is in a downtrend and you experience October 10th, then younger people are kind of, well, you can make money there, right? That's what they're going to think. And they're going to look at the graphs and look at the last year and say, you can make money there. But of course you can, right? It's all about how you approach it and what tools you're using and how you're acting and what you're doing. Okay. And so that's very, very important to remember. I think that you're watching this video, you're not just, maybe you're 16, maybe you're 15, but from my demographic distribution that I can see, right, I know that it's very small amount of viewership. Most of you are kind of around my age. And when we're our age, right, we have this tendency to think a little bit more long-term. We have time, we know the things that come fast and furious usually go away the same speed. And I have time for the market. I am, again, long-term in the crypto market. I am not going to change my life in a drastic way, either way, right? And again, I said this yesterday, I've seen the ups and downs and I know what can potentially happen. I've experienced October 10th. I've experienced October 7th. I've experienced a lot of things in the past few years. I always have the monkey on my shoulder to remind me that, yes, maybe 2026 is going to be a very, very good year, but maybe it isn't. And I'm ready for all those types of scenarios, okay? And to say that the crypto market is not moving right now because 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds don't think that the crypto market is cool anymore, that is not it. The money that comes to the crypto market and actually moves it is not that money. And again, I'm not here to insult anyone, but most of those kids, they don't have a lot of money and they're not investing in the big assets. They're not investing in Bitcoin and XRP. They're investing in micro cap meme coins and they're investing in all kinds of things like that because those have the greatest potential, but also the greatest risk. Okay. So I don't think that that is crypto's problem. I think that crypto right now has two things that is not going for it great, the aftermath of October 10th and the fact that other markets are doing a lot better, gold, silver, the stock market. So that's bringing the money out. But as soon as those markets start pulling back a little bit, money is going to shift out and look for where's the potential, right? Where can it go? What market is lagging? And you have all this institutional money that is coming into the crypto market. We see it with the XRP ETFs that had another day of inflow, right? Record 8.19 in net inflows in the last session, not record, recorded, right? Lifting the total ETF held assets to 1.25 billion. So you have XRP ETFs continue to be very, very successful. You continue to see money, big institution money coming in. You continue to see money that's coming from big dogs, from 401ks and IRAs and things like that, that can go out to the crypto market. They're going to come from the ETFs, right? And so a lot of money is going to come. And 16, 18-year-olds that think crypto is cool, they don't have that kind of money. They don't even have a fraction of that potential money that can come in. So yes, the crypto market is a lot less maybe fun right now, but I don't think it was ever quote unquote sexy, cool. Cool or sexy. Crypto, although there's some videos out there and TikToks that might make you think that a crypto will make you cool and sexy, it won't. I'm not cool and not sexy. Although some people in the comment section might think so. Only my wife, she thinks I'm cool and sexy. That's it. That's why she married me. Maybe it's because of my sense of humor. I don't know. But we'll potentially see where the market is gonna go here. And we did have a really good year from the standpoint that we had a lot of crypto M&As. So the big ones from Coinbase and Ripple buying, but potentially next year, if we have more regulatory clarity, we have the Clarity Act that goes through, I potentially will have more and more of these kinds of deals, more companies, more traditional companies. Maybe you'll see like a MasterCard buying some crypto company, or you'll see some of these big mergers and acquisitions. And it's going to be a very, very interesting next 12 months. You know, if you go back and I would look at what I thought 2025 would be at the end of 2024, I thought it would be that the end of the year would be a lot better. The first part of the year went kind of the way that I thought, right? The second part, not so much. And we'll see what 2026 brings, because a lot of people were surprised at the end of 2025. This cycle is not like the other cycles. And so maybe it's going to surprise us, but I want you to also be ready again for the possibility that 2026 has a downtrend. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's, again, up to you. But it's going to be a very, very interesting next 12 months. I know the year's not over yet, but I really appreciate you watching this video. I know there's basketball and football today on TV, and you're probably spending time with your family. So I really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description down below. By the way, you can get to the BTCC link through my website, which is linked here in the description, and in the pinned comment, I'll put it, and then you go here to BTCC if you're interested. We also have other partners if you're interested in them as well. BYDFI, BitUnix, Blowfin. Check those out if you're interested as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.